Let's quickly also tell you what the Karnataka High Court has said today, saying that Kamal Haasan should apologize. Rebuke number one is, you may be Kamal Haasan, but you cannot hurt the sentiments of the people. That is a very stern statement coming out of the Karnataka High Court today. The other thing that the court said is public figures cannot make such statements. You have to be sensitive to the sensibilities of the people that you're catering to, your fans and supporters. What happened because of it? Unrest and disharmony is what the Karnataka High Court blamed the actor for. In fact, it went on to say, on what basis did you say it? Are you a historian or a linguist? Very, very strong remarks that have come out of the Karnataka High Court today for Kamal Haasan. Also saying right of expression cannot be stretched to hurt the sentiments. You can have your freedom of expression, but not at the cost of hurting sentiments of people. And then the Karnataka High Court went on to say, you apologize, you want to earn from here. You're releasing your film. You've even, filed a plea in the Karnataka High Court to make sure that your latest film, Thug Life, releases in Karnataka. But for that, you have to apologize if you want to earn from the state. In fact, the court also said you let it go beyond control and seek police protection for the film. The fact that you're not apologizing has led to a lot of unrest and disharmony. With that, viewers, let's also get you the breaking news that's coming in at the moment. The Tamil versus Kannada controversy is continuing as Kamal Haasan clarifies his position now, stating he's not sorry for his remarks. My colleague Sagarika is getting us more on this. Sagarika, what more do you have?
It's a two-page letter by Kamal Haasan and Shreya, and do give me some time because this is a detailed clarification but not an apology. I will read out from it. It's a letter written to the President of the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce in Bengaluru. This is the letter by Kamal Haasan. He says, and I quote, "It pains me that my statements at the Thug Life audio launch, spoken out of genuine affection for the legendary Dr. Rajkumar's family, especially Shiva Rajkumar, has been misunderstood and taken out of context. My words were intended only to convey that we are all one and from the same family and not to diminish Kannada in any way. There is no dispute or debate on the rich legacy of the Kannada language. Like Tamil, Kannada has a proud literary and cultural tradition, and I have long admired it. Throughout my career, I have cherished the warmth and affection extended to me by the Kannada-speaking community, and I say this with a clear conscience and conviction that my love for the language is genuine, and I have great respect for the love that Kannadigas have for their mother tongue." He also further adds that my bond with Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam and all languages of this land is abiding and heartfelt. I've always stood for the equal dignity of all Indian languages and remain opposed to the dominance of any one language over another. As such, imbalance undermines the linguistic fabric of the Union of India. I know and speak the language of cinema. Cinema is a universal language that knows only love and bonding. My statement was also only to establish that bond and unity amongst all of us. It is this love and bond that my seniors taught me, which I wanted to share. It is out of this love and bond that Shivanna attended the audio launch event. I really regret that Shivanna had to go through such embarrassment on the account of this, but I am sure that our love and respect for each other will always remain and get firmer now. Cinema must remain a bridge between people, never a wall that divides them. This was the intent of my statement, and I never have been or would ever want to give any room for public unrest and animosity. So this is the statement, Shreya, by Kamal Haasan. It's a clarification where he goes on to repeat what he's been saying. But yes, it's not an apology.
Absolutely, Sagarika. And, it is certainly just a clarification and not an apology, as the Karnataka High Court has directed Kamal Haasan to do. I'm also joined by Dharni from Tamil Nadu. Imran and Neha join me from Bengaluru at the moment. Dharni, coming to you first. A long clarification on what his statement meant and how his statement was apparently misunderstood is what Kamal Haasan has said. What more do you have? What's the sentiment there?
Well, definitely this is not an apology, but Kamal Haasan says that this must be a temporary misunderstanding, and he also goes on to say that his love for Karnataka and the people of the entire state, that is very true, and his love for Kannada language is also enduringly true, is what he says in this clarification statement. And he also goes on to say that he regrets that Shivraj Kumar had to go through this embarrassment on account of this controversy that has been going on for the past 2 weeks, and he says that he believes that this misunderstanding will be temporary, and that his love for Karnataka and Kannadigas will be taken in its true spirit. And his statement was made completely out of pure love and his respect for the state and the people, is what he says. So definitely this is not an apology but a clarification coming in from Mr. Kamal Haasan, where he says that this understanding should be temporary, and that he looks forward to clearing the air as far as this misunderstanding is concerned. So despite the Karnataka High Court's strong remarks towards Mr. Kamal Haasan, now Mr. Kamal Haasan has refused to apologize in this particular statement. Let's wait and see what he's going to say in the Karnataka High Court again once the hearing resumes. But for the time being, in this statement, he has not apologized. He has only stated that he believes that his this misunderstanding will resolve itself very soon.
Absolutely. We'll have to wait and watch what Kamal Haasan, and if Kamal Haasan does speak or give out any statement after the court finally, resumes at 2:30 p.m. today, in a short while from now. But Imran, coming to you, would this clarification, would this latest statement by Kamal Haasan be sufficient to quell the anger and the outrage that we saw from pro-Kannada groups against the actor?
I don't think it will be sufficient, because he has not apologized for his statement. In fact, he said that if later spied that if I've done something wrong, I'll apologize, but it looks like it hasn't said. But people of Karnataka and pro-Kannada organizations are demanding an unconditional apology from Kamal Haasan. This is a clarification from Kamal Haasan, looks like a letter, is what the pro-Kannada organizations are saying. They do not want clarification, apologies, what they're seeking. Otherwise, they will not allow Kamal Haasan's movie to be screened in Karnataka, is what they have said. They also said that ask the state government to intervene in this matter and protect the sentiments of the Kannadigas. Since Kamal Haasan has not apologized for his statement, we have to wait and see what High Court will say. High Court had also passed some very stringent remarks against Kamal Haasan's counsel over this particular issue.
Absolutely. Neha, talking about what the Karnataka High Court said today, extremely stern remarks coming out of the Karnataka High Court, not just asking Kamal Haasan to apologize for his statement, but also questioning him whether he's a linguist or a historian, as to, somebody who made this statement and hurt the sentiments of a lot of people.
Well, Shreya, that's right. The Karnataka High Court there not mincing its observations while, of course, remarking there on the entire Kamal Haasan controversy. Remember, even as you had advocate, in fact, Dhyan Chinnappa, their senior advocate, arguing for Kamal Films here, saying that, there are people who may want to watch the film, and which is why it's not really right to, ban the film. The court there very clearly saying that if at all there is someone who wants to watch the film, let them come and ask the court. It's not right that such a statement was made from a public figure, for that matter. And also, more importantly, now we're seeing that the Karnataka High Court, of course, having posted the matter for 2:30, asking the advocate there, of course, to make a wise decision and come back. Moreover, as far as this entire controversy also is concerned, we're looking at how the court here has said that, language and dividing on linguistic lines is wrong. And now, after having made this statement, after having attempted to divide on linguistic lines, to come and seek protection is something that's not happened in nearly 75 years. Taking the instance of another film about 75 years ago, the court here has now said that the matter would be taken up at 2:30 again, and we'll really have to wait and see if at all, there is going to be some sort of an apology now that comes through, considering that that's what the court has hinted at.
Neha, one of the most important points that the court made today was regarding the release of the film in Kannada. And the Karnataka High Court said that, look, you want your film to be released in Karnataka, you want to earn from releasing this film in Kannada. You've also filed a plea in the court for that, yet you are unwilling to apologize to Kannadigas who are hurt by your statement. Neha, are you able to hear me?
Yes. Yes, Well, that's right. In fact, of course, Shreya, the court also there pointing out that, at a time like this, division on linguistic lines isn't expected of someone. In fact, the exact words there of the court coming in were, you may be Kamal Haasan, but it wouldn't be right to make a statement like this. Now, what really remains, of course, to be seen is even as the actor has made multiple public appearances after that statement was made, of course, going on to suggest that he's issued a lot of clarifications, the latest coming in the form of that letter as well. The court now has allowed the advocates, of course, to come back at 2:30 and really discuss, whether at all, of course, an apology there should be made. Remember, the court also further going on to say that, yes, mistakes happen and people do mistakes, but at the end of the day, how they, of course, really correct that is what is important, and we'll really have to wait and see. A lot of pressure now that is, of course, mounting here on the actor in terms of the fact that, even the films released right now in the States seems dicey until such time that an apology comes through.
Right, Neha. I'm also joined by Tamilisai Soundarajan on the phone line. She's from the BJP. Ms. Soundarajan, your first response to how Kamal Haasan has clarified his statement, saying, you know what, my statement was not, understood properly. It was taken out of context. And this is a film, this is cinema, and, one should not make such a hue and cry about it.
No, he's absolutely wrong, because of his sensational statements about the languages has disrupted the brotherhood and sisterhood between the states, and he has earned by acting in Kannada films, Telugu films, Malayalam films, and he wants business, so he wanted all the languages. But now he wants to please their masters who are providing him with the Rajya Sabha seat. So always it is the pattern of DMK to disrupt the fabric of the India by projecting the language issues, as always they do. But now he is telling, he's given a clarification. I am asking, he loves Canada, he is telling in that. But previous statement you have to, I am reminding you the previous statement. He told love won't apologize. Then what is, then love will clarify. Then court has correctly taken a stand so that he should apologize. We also demanded apology. Because he cannot talk like that, because for his own business, for his own interest, he cannot sacrifice the peacefulness of our country. So this totally, because of selfish motive, he has strained the unity of our state.
Okay.
And already between the states, Kaveri issues there, Mullaperiyar issues there. So he adds fuel to the fire. It's not correct.
All right. All right, Ms. Tamilisai Soundarajan, thanks very much for joining us on Times Now, sharing your thoughts. Of course, viewers, remember, this is the latest statement that has come from the actor-politician Kamal Haasan, who's been given a very, very strong rebuke by the Karnataka High Court, saying that you are an actor, you're not a linguist or a historian to be making such statements, and you should be apologizing for hurting the sentiments of the people.